YouTube, what up, man? What's the dealio? What's the dealio? Hey, listen, if you tapping in, man, say what's up. If you just joining on, say what's up. Let me know where you tuning in from. All right, what's up, Mikey? What's up, Mikey? How you feeling? Reacts to Reacts, what up? Yo, what's your React to Reacts? What's your username in the Discord, just so I know who you are. If you're just joining in, man, say what's up, man. We about to kick off this new month, man. This new month of May. All right, we got a new month. We got a lot to talk about. And we got a lot to go in. What up, Shali? Shali Shah. All right, I want to help y'all. I want to help y'all today. All right, I want to help y'all today, and I want to help y'all for the month, okay? So if you're just tuning in, man, say what's up. From Canada. Okay, what's up, QTZ? What up, QTZ? What's up? What's up? Hey, if you're just hopping on, man, say what's up. Be sure to like this video. All right, like this video for me. Okay. What up, Exclusive? Oh, okay. React to Reacts is Adam. All right, got you. Now I know. Now I know. All right, so yeah, I want to talk about a couple things. I got some things outlined that I want to talk about today. Very important, very important. We're going to get into it. What's up, JT? If you just hopping on, say what's up, man. Do me a favor, say what's up and like this video, okay? Like this video. How is everybody feeling about the month of May? How is everybody feeling about the month of May? Let me know. Let me know how you feeling about the month of May. What's up, Zoe? What's up, Casey Bass? We will have a great month if the consistent selling off stops soon. Even if the selling off happens, we still gonna have a great month. And that's one thing that I want to talk about today, okay? That's one thing that I want to talk about today. All right. So yeah, we about to get into it. Like this video for me. Let's get this video to 100 likes. All right. Let's get this video to 100 likes. All right. So, all right, man. So let's start it off. All right. So it's May, right? So we got January gone. We got February gone. We got March gone. I don't know my months, right? And then we got April gone, okay? That's 4 months out of the month that's already gone. What does that mean? That means that we got 8 months to go in a year, okay? We got 8 months to go in a year, all right? 8 months. 8 months, okay? I want to break this down for you guys. Y'all feeling optimistic? QT feel great. Okay, more optimistic than April. Okay, for sure. So first things first, man. I'm about to go into it, but I want you guys to understand that time waits for nobody. All right, that's what I was told to tell you right now. Time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody, and time waits for nobody. All right, the time is right now. I don't care what's going on in the market. I don't care what's going on in your personal life. I don't care what's going on in none of that stuff. Time is going to pass, okay? So because time is going to pass, it's imperative, it is imperative for every single person to take this stuff serious, okay? Take this stuff serious. Take this stuff serious, man. Time waits for nobody. 4 months of our life just went by. And it's like, what did you get out of it? What did I get out of it? Right? What did you get out of the last 4 months? It's extremely important to ensure that you get the most out of your life. Okay? Let's make sure that we're getting the most out of our life because the time is going to pass. Time moves extremely fast. Time moves extremely fast, okay? Like real talk. Time is not waiting for you. Time is not waiting for me. Okay? Like we gotta lock in. We gotta understand the seriousness of what's going on. You gotta approach this. You gotta approach this thing so fervently. You gotta approach this thing studiously. You got to be looking to learn something new every day. You got to be looking to go deeper in your studies every single day. You got to be looking to take your life to the next level every single day because time is literally not waiting for you. Time ain't waiting for me. So time is going to pass regardless. I need you to understand that. And I need you to understand that for you. I need you to understand that for your future. I need you to understand that for your legacy. I need you to understand that for what you're trying to create. Time ain't waiting for nobody. 4 months just passed our life. What did you get out of the last 4 months? Hear what I'm saying right now. This is real life, okay? So, we're in the 5th month now of the year, okay? We're in the 5th month of the year. So we got May. We calling it Money May. We calling it Money May. And so with Money May, I want to break this down for you. We're getting closer to a run-up in the stock market. We're getting closer to a run-up in the stock market. Now this May, let me break it down for you guys. Excited for the money. May I've never focused on just 3 stocks, but I'm here for it. Yeah. So we about to go into that. So we're calling it Money May, right? Now this month we got, next week is literally the biggest week of the month. I want you to understand that. Next week is the biggest week of the month. What is next week? What's up, Best B? What up, JT? That new Airbnb is fire. Yeah. I got a tour coming soon, man. It's a vibe over here. All right. So boom, we got May 7th, next Wednesday, right? I want y'all to put this on your calendar. May 7th. May 7th is the most important day in May. Really over the last, I would say, 4 months. May 7th is one of the most important days. Why is May 7th one of the most important days? Simply because the interest rate decision is coming out. We got FOMC next week. We are going to figure out and find out, do interest rates go up, hold steady, or drop? May 7th. May 7th, the truth is coming out. We got stuff been going on with Trump, with tariffs, and all this other stuff. Next week on May 7th is going to let us know what's going to happen this month and throughout the rest of the year. Right? So I want y'all to put that on y'all calendars, okay? What up, Zay? The new background is dope. I appreciate it. Best B said AMD, Palantir, and Pops. Okay. So because we got this 3-stock challenge, I want you all to drop it in the comments. What 3 stocks are you committing to? All right. What 3 stocks are you committing to this month for the next 30 days? I want you to pick 3 stocks if you have not already, and I want you to commit to those stocks. Because here's what happens. When you commit to 3 stocks, you get super, super, super focused. Your focus level becomes you get on a different level. You become super focused. And when you get more focused, your results are going to get better. Your results are going to get better. When you get more focused, your results get better. Your profits increase. Your execution gets better and everything. So this month, we got a 3-stock challenge. I posted a downloadable. I posted a downloadable link for the what is it? For the paper, right? You can literally take this and you could journal about it and you could break it down and you could be like, okay, this is what I'm seeing. But for the next 30 days, I want you to focus on 3 stocks. Just 3 stocks, okay? 3 stocks. Because here's the misconception. I saw an interview and the dude said he lost more money day trading than he lost money swing trading. And although I understand that, I want you guys to fully understand that a lot of the times we lose money is because a couple reasons, and it's simple reasons. It's very, very, very simple reasons why we lose money when we day traded. And a lot of the times the reason is simply because, watch this, because we're not focused enough, okay? We're chasing stocks. We're chasing stocks. We're chasing opportunities. We're chasing plays, right? We don't care what's going on. We just want the money. And so when you are only focused on the money, you miss all the lessons. When you focused on the money, you missing the lessons. Okay? So this is why I said I want to do a 3-stock challenge, because I want to push more people to lock in and focus. A lot of y'all met me on YouTube because I was putting out trade of the day videos, and those trade of the day videos was coming from the same stocks. It was coming from the same stocks, right? I learned how to trade a stock every single day. Every single day, right? You don't need all these stocks. You don't need a big watch list. You don't need none of that. I'm here to break the mold. I'm here to break the common way of thinking, all right? The real way to get to this bread is to learn how to actually trade, to learn the support and the resistance levels. I got a couple examples that I want to show y'all on the charts, all right? I want to show y'all some stuff on the charts, but we gotta tap in. We gotta have a conversation, right? We gotta go in on the understanding and the psychological, because I need you to understand trading is psychological warfare. You at war with your own psychology. If you don't understand that trading is only being at war with your own psychology, then you missing the whole point, and you ain't never gonna get where you want to go. Okay? You ain't never gonna get where you want to go. So the key is to learn how to trade based off of the principles of trading. Okay, we got risk management, one of the biggest ones. Risk management, extremely important. Okay, risk management, your personal psychology. And a lot of things fall under those two right there. Risk management, knowing how to size your positions. I've been going lighter lately. I haven't been overzealous. I haven't been trying to hit a home run. I scaled my own self back. You know why? Because a lot of times you got to know how to slow down so you can speed up. How you going to ever go far if you don't learn how to slow down? Right? Best B said my first 1,000 in a week was just on Hood. Yep. Yeah, everybody loves Palantir. It's about to blast off after earnings. Yep. I want to be able to trade stocks in my sleep. Yeah, Palantir moves in the zone, and Tesla and Pops. All right, cool. All right, so first thing, right? First thing, how we gonna kill it in May? All right. Now that we got our stocks that we know we gonna trade. Now that we got our stocks, if you have not, like this video. If you just tuning in, and drop your 3 stocks that you're committing to this month in the chat, all right? Drop your 3 stocks in the chat, because I want you to understand that this is a real thing. This wasn't just a YouTube video. And everybody in Discord know I'm trading 3 stocks all month. And it was funny because after I traded today, I was like, damn, I should have chose Hood over another stock, because Hood went crazy today to the downside. Hood dropped about $4 in the first 15 minutes of the market. And I was like, dang, right? But no, you got to stay true. And so this whole 3-stock challenge, all it's going to do is help you understand how to stay locked in and how to stay tunnel vision. Because I need you to understand that there's always going to be opportunities. Meta today, Microsoft today. Tomorrow we got Amazon is gonna make some big moves. Tomorrow we got Apple is gonna make some big moves. They had earnings too, right? But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be trading what? Google, Baba, and MU. My 3 little stocks. My 3 little stocks. You feel me? So understand that it's about learning the fundamentals and learning the principles on how to trade, all right? So let's go, all right? We about to cook, all right? If you ain't been on these lives, you already you don't know yet, but if you've been rocking with these lives, you know we about to cook. You know I just let the stuff come to me, all right? So it's like first things first. All right. Now that we got the 3 stocks, okay, smart money will trade, will take profits also on us. Yes, they will. I wanted to change my stocks too today. I wanted to switch to something out for MU or Baba, but I'm going to stick to what I picked. Yeah, that right there is the maturity, right? When you stick to something and you learn how to stick to it, that's going to make you a better trader in and of itself, right? In and of itself. And before I go into it, some people may not like this, but let me say this too. Get away from trading SPY right now if you're not familiar with trading. If you don't have no real guidance on the SPY specifically, get away from it. You will get cooked in that, all right? Because SPY has 500 companies inside of it that play a factor into its price. Play with one stock that is one stock. You can learn how one stock moves. But trading an index with multiple stocks, that's a little bit of a different ball game, okay? I just want to say that. All right. So first things first, man. Now we got our 3 stocks, right? If you're just tuning in, be sure to like this video and drop it in the comments where you tuning in from and what 3 stocks are you going to commit to trading this month. Only 3 stocks. We're not chasing a stock. We're not chasing earnings. We're not chasing a big move. We're going to make big money this month off of 3 simple stocks and learning and understanding the fundamental principles of trading. All right? So, first things first, man. What is your strategy? I need you to answer this. If you can't answer this, you are not going to be successful. If you cannot answer this, you are not going to make it. What is your strategy? Point blank, period. Let me break that down for you if you don't understand what I'm fully saying. Now you got these 3 stocks. What is your trading strategy? What is your trading strategy? What are you going to trade? Because let me break it down for you. Let me show you something real quick on these charts. Let me show you something real quick on these charts. I want you guys to understand what ranges are. I talk about these all the time. Ranges, support, and resistance. All right, ranges, support, and resistance. But let's really go into it and let me really show you exactly what I'm saying, because this can and will help you if you allow it to. All right? Says SPY will blend you up. I've been there several times. Yeah, I left it alone too. I left SPY alone last year. I remember I did that. I don't mess with that. All right. So let me show y'all something real quick. Ranges, right? Let me show you yesterday what happened based on the range. Okay. Look at this. First off, look at my watch list now. I see May watch list. I created a new layout, May day trade, right? And then I got a new watch list, and all I got on it is these stocks right here. My 3 stocks. I ain't got no other stocks, so I'm not even tempted. I'm not even tempted to go look at anything else. I got 3 stocks, okay? That's it, just 3 stocks. Right now, this was today, right? Yeah, this was today. So this was yesterday, all right? Now let's look at this real quick. Now let's scroll down on MU. All right, boom. So look at this. All right, so you see this right here? So this is a range from 76.91 to 78.26. So this is a range right here, right? So whenever it dropped below this range right here, this level right here, what did it do? It came down to here, right? But look what happened. It came down here, right? So watch this. So we got to scroll out a little bit, right? But now we starting to see some levels, right? This is a level right here. So look what happened. Look what happened, y'all. Look what happened on MU, right? So I want you to pay attention from here to here, right? This is a range right here. This is a small range, and then this is a range. So yesterday, right? Yesterday, it looked like it was going down. It looked like it was going down on the 15-minute. And then it stopped right here, and then it went up, right? This is support, and this is resistance level. But look, once it broke above right here, which is this support level, look where it went up to right here, right? And then look, when it came below here, where did it come down to? Right here. And look, this right, it came down right here, is the same level of this support right here. You get what I'm saying? So this is all it is. We're talking about ranges here, y'all. So tomorrow, if MU drops below here, so if MU drops below 76.89 tomorrow, then I know that it's going to come down to at least right here, 75.81, and potentially down here to 73.56. All off of ranges. All off of ranges. Support and resistance, y'all. Support and resistance. Support, resistance. Support, resistance. Y'all get what I'm saying? Look at this today. Support and resistance, right? Because this range right here, this is resistance from this range. But look, it came down right here and then it bounced up. So this is now support in this range. So now we're looking for the next range to be created. But today, well, right now, it's over here in this range. So the range is from 76.87 to 78.27. That's the range right now, right, for the day. But tomorrow, we're going to see what direction it goes. If it breaks above here, then we're going to go up because this right here is resistance, but it's yesterday's support. All right? It's that simple, y'all. It's that simple. Let's not make this overcomplicated. Let's not make this more than it has to be. All right? So that's what I'm saying about ranges. And when I'm also saying, what's your strategy? What is the strategy? You got, I say you got 1 to 3 strategies that you can really lock in on, okay? What's up, Veronica? What up, Veronica? The orb strategy, okay. Yeah, the orb is a good one. Gonna create my watch list right now. What's up, everybody? What up, Jamal? Tuning in from Charleston. Okay, South Carolina, cooking with Amazon, Intel, and Meta. All right, so you like the tech. All right. And then we got new and ready to learn. What's up, Charlotte? Charlotte, I got your email. I am going to I'm gonna email you back, but I saw that you joined the Discord this morning. So if you're in the Discord, let me give you a quick little tour real quick. Anybody who's newer to the Discord, real quick, look, give me like 10 seconds. If you're new in the Discord, right, you just got all these channels right here, and all you gotta do, every morning we gonna be right over here. Okay, we're gonna be right over here in this live trading channel right here, okay? We're gonna be right over here. So in the morning at 6:15 Pacific, 9:15 Eastern, we're gonna be right over here. All right. And then if you want to get the watch list, all right, if you want to get the watch list, every morning we got our watch list and we drop our levels right here, okay? We drop our levels. Look, I said Google. I said if Google breaks past 160.99, then we going up for calls. And if we look at Google right here, look what Google did today. Google broke above. It broke above it. Let's look at it. It broke above right here at 161.15 and it blasted off. Y'all see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's all you got to do, Charlotte. But I'm gonna respond to that email. I got you. All right. So yeah. So what's your strategy, y'all? All right. Drop it in the comments. 1 to 2 strategies, maybe 3 if you got a little bit of a deeper bag. But drop your strategy. What's your strategy that you're trading? Don't have a scarcity mindset. In this place, anywhere I'm at, we're gonna grow together. All right? We don't gatekeep over here. So if you're a gatekeeper, then go ahead and dip. If you don't want to share nothing and you want to keep everything to yourself, then go ahead and dip. Because over here we share because we operate out of abundance. Because the more you share, the more that's going to be shared to you. You get what I'm saying? The more you share out of you, from you, the more you will have getting shared to you, and it's going to help your life go to the next level. All right? So make sure you share what your strategy is. All right, I ain't telling you to tell everybody the whole thing, but just what's the name of your strategy? Drop a little gem on somebody. All right, drop a little gem on somebody. That's why I come up here every day on YouTube and I share what I'm doing. You know why? Because it ain't taken away from what I'm doing. All right, it ain't taken away from my money. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in the market every day and I'm gonna go find some cash to print. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So what is your strategy that you're trading? That's the first thing I want you to really assess, because now it's easier, right? it's easier to trade when you narrow it down. When you narrow it down, it is easy to trade. And then now that you only got 3 stocks, you're going to say, okay, what strategy am I trading? And now that you're getting comfortable with these stocks, by the end of the month, you're going to be nasty with the stocks. You're going to be like, oh yeah, it came to this level. It didn't break below it. It's going to the upside. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be nasty with it. So this is the power of only focusing on a couple stocks over time. I'm trying to tell you that this is going to compound over time. It's not about today, right? You may have took a loss today. That's fine. You may have had a red day. That's fine. We're not talking about today. We're talking about the whole month, right? We want to allow this mindset and this strategy to grow over and compound over a month. And at the end of this month, you're going to be like, damn, I really liked how I operated this month. Next month, you're going to either choose the same 3 stocks or you're going to choose a different 3 stocks and you're going to just go all in on it. All right. ORB stands for open range breakout, Charlotte. All right. So what we got? That's where it goes down. Okay. Support and resistance, rejections. Yeah, bro, they should think about joining Discord, changing stock options. Yep. ORB, flag breakouts, overbought rejections. All right, cool. So I like those flag breakouts and overbought rejections. I like overbought rejections more than I like oversold rejections. So I like that. Order block, and you from LaGrange. Okay, Jerry. I use Bollinger Bands. I like Bollinger Bands a lot, Jamal. I've been rocking with Bollinger Bands a lot. I like Bollinger Bands for sure. Bollinger Bands are good. All right. What's up, Big Smooth? Filthiest McNastiest? I like that name right there. I like that. I'm just trying to learn how to get into the trading game while I stack my account for the buy and hold strategy. I don't have one for trading yet. Okay. What I would say is you can start trading with like I would really recommend like a rack, like minimum. If you start with like 300, 500, you can, but it's going to take a little bit more time. So yeah. That's what I would do. Know my stock inside out. That's where I'll be trading in my sleep. Exactly. The goal is like even today, right? So when you focus on only 3 stocks or even 2, right? Here's what happens. Your process time to prepare, it shrinks. Like this morning, I had way more time to myself because I had charted last night and I charted my weekly levels, my daily levels, and everything. So I already knew what I was going to go into today. And then this morning, I just looked at the pre-market real quick. Because so tomorrow, I'm going to know where the stocks was at. And then when I chart in the morning, all I got to do is look at the charts for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And just look at where, because I'm not worried about all of the market. I'm only looking at my 3 stocks. My 3 stocks. That's all I'm looking at. So it simplifies everything for you. And you get to take back your time. Right? You get to take back your time. All right. Jerry said breakout and retest. Okay. Most of the jargon still sounds like Chinese to me. I had a plan to get 2K before I make a play. Okay. I have a video that's titled All Trading Terminology You Need, and it's all simplified. Okay. So be sure to drop that video. Be sure to go watch that video because all that jargon and everything, I simplify it all. I'm here to simplify the game for you. All right. Because you got all these people on Wall Street and everything. They make all this jargon sound big and confusing, right? I'm here to simplify it for you. I went and I got the information and now I'm bringing it back and I'm decoding the matrix for you so it can be simple so you can understand it faster so you can get to the money and the freedom faster, all right? So go watch my terminology video and I broke all of that down for you, all right? What's up, Geneva? What up? So that's the first thing. We need to really pinpoint our strategy. All right. What's the strategy? Now, this is something that don't nobody want to talk about, right? Nobody want to talk about. But let's talk about your risk management and what is also your stop loss, okay? What's your stop loss? 2 things. If you're trading from home, I would highly suggest trade off of your desktop. All right. Shout out to QTZ. All right. Shout out to QTZ because she said something in Discord and I was like, man, let me go set it up. Right. I was trading off my phone. I started trading off of my Webull desktop. Game changer. Game changer. I don't even look. Don't play with me no more. All right. It's different over here now. All right. So trading off a desktop is everything. Now the next thing is your risk management and your stop losses. Okay. When I get into a trade, I do not enter a position without a stop loss. I do not enter a position without a stop loss. All right? Understand what I'm saying here. I do not enter a position without a stop loss. Y'all feel me? Put this in the comments. I will not enter a position without a stop loss. I will not enter a position without a stop loss. I need to ingrain this in your brain. This is how you take big L's. Because let me tell you the psychology behind it all. You get in a trade, right? You have no stop loss. So you don't even know what your line in the sand is. Now you're in this trade. Now you end up down 15%. And then you're like, I'm going to hold on to it. It's going to reverse. You end up being down 20%. Now you're hoping. You don't really know what's going on with the charts. You're like, man, I hope it reverses. An hour and a half later, it does reverse. You make 10% on it and you think you did the right thing and you did not. What is your stop loss? I will not enter a position without a stop loss. This month, I need you to really lock in on your stop loss. Point blank period. I need you to lock in on your stop loss. I don't care. I don't care, yo. I don't care about nothing else. Lock in on your stop loss. Point blank period. It is not a game out here. It is not a game. Lock in on your stop loss. Stop getting these plays. Stop getting in the trades without knowing what your stop loss is. I'm trying to tell you, this will help you. It will save you money. I remember when I first started trading, I heard it. I heard everybody talking about it, right? I was not taking it serious. I done lost bands. I done lost 10K, 20K. I probably had to come back from about 30, 35K in the red on my accounts, all simply because I wasn't honoring my stop losses. I'm allowing myself to be down 40% on swing trades, right, with a week and a half left. I should have been got out of them trades. Real talk, all right? So I'm telling you guys this for a specific reason. Do not take this lightly. And also, the more you focus on a stop loss, the better your entries become because you're going to get tired of getting stopped out. You're going to get tired of getting stopped out. You're going to get tired of getting stopped out and your entries are going to become better. I had to focus on stop losses and my entries. Once I focused on stop losses and entries, I started becoming real lethal. Like for real. I'm being so serious with you, man. I'm being so serious with you. So we got to talk about risk management and we got to talk about stop losses. If you just joining in this live, be sure to like this video and drop it in the comments where you tuning in from. All right. Jerry said, what about an iPad? What you mean? Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I think you can. But it's going to be like an iPad experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can get, I don't know. What brokerage do you have, Jerry? What brokerage do you have? Yeah. So Zoe got SoFi, Bank, BAC, and Hood. I forget which one BAC is. Not Bank of America. I forget which one. Can we get a video? Yeah. JT, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that probably over the weekend, and then I'll probably drop it next week. But that desktop on Webull is a game changer. I ain't even going to lie to you. I'm getting in and out of trades in one click. Straight up. What up, Gerald? All right. Okay, so you ain't lying. I will not enter a stop loss. Yeah. There we go. Stop loss is 10%. Forces you to be patient. Yep, it does. It does. Yep, entries is getting better because you're honoring your stop loss. All right, you will be reckless with your entries if you don't have a stop loss, because you gonna think that the market gonna save you, and it's not. The market gonna do what the market gonna do. You get what I'm saying? But you got to get to a position where you're like, all right, if it gets here, then I'm getting stopped out. And if I get stopped out, that means the play was not for me. It was the wrong play and it was going in the wrong direction. And you could always enter back into a trade. Always remember that. All right. Prince Rome from New York. What up, New York? Hey, Gerald, we all guilty. And that's why I'm not coming on here, you know what I'm saying, acting like I'm perfect. I'm telling y'all, man, I wasn't honoring my stop losses until like last year. It took me almost a year to really get serious about stop losses, like real talk. And I'm not talking about mental stop losses. I'm talking about automatic stop losses, right? I'm talking about when I'm in a trade, I have a stop limit order, okay? I made a video about stop limit orders on Webull, on Robinhood, and on Thinkorswim, so it ain't no excuse why you don't have your stop loss set, all right? Set a stop limit order, period. Please do that. I'm telling you, it will change your whole life, all right? BAC is Bank of America. Okay. So, Jerry, you got Webull. All right. Okay, so you got Webull. You could get Turbo Trader on your iPad. I got my iPad right here. You could go to Turbo Trader, and I would get Turbo Trader real quick. Let me go type in something real quick to see. I'm gonna type in Webull real quick. Desktop, and let's see. Let's see what pops up. Webull trading. Yeah, I would get a Webull Tablet Advance. Yeah, I would get Webull Tablet Advance, and then just set that up. But I'm not trading off of that. But yeah, all right. So that stop loss you did is in the video was the best I've ever seen. Okay, Veronica, I'm glad that helped. Look, I'm not trying to overcomplicate none of this stuff. All right, I'm not trying to overcomplicate none of this stuff. This stuff used to confuse me, and I used to not do things because everything on the internet was so confusing, right? I had somebody, they was kind of hating on me, but they was like, oh, he can't articulate himself. And I'm like, no, I am educated enough to know how to make something very complicated sound very simple. And people are fooled by that, thinking that I don't know how to articulate myself. No, it's simply because I know how to break this down to an elementary school kid. I know how to break down stock options to an elementary school kid. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. All right. So yeah. Best B said I'm getting Thinkorswim. Okay. Yeah, get Thinkorswim and then set you up your desktop. I'm about to set up my desktop for my Thinkorswim as well. Right? I'm only doing things off of Thinkorswim, off of desktop from here on out. And then in that way I can set my stop losses and all that. And if I do have to leave the house, my stop loss is already intact, but I could go into my mobile and then I could update it all, right? So that's how I'm about to start doing it now that I got the desktop set up. But the desktop, I'm telling you, is a game changer. It is a game changer. It is a game changer. All right? So if you just now tuning in with us, say what's up. Let me know where you tuning in from, and let me know what 3 stocks are you focusing on this whole month. I don't want you to trade no other stocks except the 3 stocks that you choose for yourself. All right? Gerald said you set yours at 10%. So before I answer what I set my stop loss to, I gotta say this. The way you spell my name is ISIAH. All right? All right? Don't take that personal. But I need y'all to spell my name right. Okay? I want you to look at my YouTube name. I did not spell my name like this by accident. My mom named me ISIAH. All right? It's all love, but I want you to understand, and everybody, spell my name how it says on YouTube. All right? So, with that being said, what's my stop loss? Do I set mine at 10%? Now, when I get in a trade, yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good, bro. When I get in a trade, I will set my stop loss. It depends. My stop loss is gonna depend on my size. All right. If I size larger, then I am going to have about an 8% stop loss. If I size smaller, I'm gonna have about a 12 to a 14%, a 12 to a 15% stop loss, right? So sometimes I'll get in a trade and I'll start it with one contract. If I start a trade with one contract, and let's say the contract is 180, I'll set my stop loss at 35% because I only have one contract, and most likely I got in early because I planned on averaging into my play anyway. Okay? So I hope you caught that. I just did a video about this yesterday. Not today's video, but yesterday's video. Okay? It was a video that said how to manage your trades, right? We was in MU puts. I got in very lightly. I only got two contracts. I was down about 18% at my lowest point in drawdown. I was down 18%, only two contracts. Once I got to the level that I knew it was coming down, I added to my position and I was down at negative 13%, right? When I added to my position from negative 13%, the second I added my three contracts, it dropped from negative 13% to negative 5%, just like that. And then when it did go down, I was able to make my 8%, and then I got out. Okay? So if I size very small, if I start at a small position, one, maybe two, maybe three contracts, then I'll have a 12 to 15% stop loss. If I size full size, right when I enter into the trade, then I'll have an 8% stop loss. All right? But the only time I size lightly and I have a larger stop loss is only if I plan on adding to that position based on my entry and based on when I was getting into the trade. All right? Let me know if that makes sense. Okay? So yeah, we got the stop loss. Hey, like this video too, y'all. Like this video too. If you have not already, be sure to like this video. All right, that's all I'm asking for, some likes. And comment where you from, where you tuning in from. We have a gap to fill on SPY, time for put soon. I'm paying attention to the market, but me personally, like I said earlier in this video, next week on May 7th is gonna tell it. That's gonna let us know. If they don't drop rates, we probably gonna have some bearish action. Okay? They trying to make Jerome Powell crack and fold. They trying to make him drop rates. It's all the game that they playing. So we don't know. I think that we are gonna end up going down, but if we do go down, we riding puts. We are riding puts to the downside, but don't front run it just yet. All right? You wanna be able to look at the technical analysis, look at the charts, and pay attention to what's going on. All right? Nah, Gerald. Larger position, tighter stop loss. Smaller position, larger stop loss. Right? Because think about it. If I only get two contracts, and each contract, like on Google today, my contract was 97 cents, so I loaded up on them, right? 97 cents, that's $97. If I only get two contracts, 97 is less than $200. If I'm down 50%, that's only like $70. You get what I'm saying? So I'm willing to lose more on a smaller amount. Now, if I go drop, let's say I drop 2,500 3 racks on a trade, I don't want to lose more than 10% because that's $300. That's $250. You see what I'm saying? So bigger size in a trade, tighter stop loss, smaller position, smaller size, larger stop loss. All right? Because I could always add more into it and bring the cost down, and then a small move could get made and then I could get out. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we doing that. All right. So it's a couple things. It's a couple psychological things that's gonna keep. It will keep you from winning if you don't understand these things on a very intricate level. All right. I'm in ATL right now, but I'm from LA. Okay, Six Teller. I used to live in Atlanta for some years, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Atlanta's it's like a HBCU for real. It's crazy out there. I don't think I could live out there now though, because I'm just different. You know what I'm saying? I'm vibrating different now. We got Winston-Salem, Charlotte. You in Mississippi? Okay. Makes sense, Veronica. Got it now. Okay. Pittsburgh, Cali. All right. Hey, I'm from Sacramento, so I'm very familiar with the Bay Area. I grew up all around, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Bay Area, Sacramento was influenced by the Bay Area for sure. So yeah. So shout out to the Bay, man, for real. All right. But here's some psychological things that's going to keep you from winning. All right. It's going to keep you from winning. First one I got is like you don't value the skill set. All right. What part of California, Nico? You don't value the skill set. Let me break this down for you. You're just trying to make the money. I can't stress this enough. You're just trying to make the money. That's it. You don't care about trading for real. You ain't respecting the craft. You ain't honoring your stop loss. You going to bed, going out drinking, and then you partying, and then you waking up off of 2 hours of sleep, and you think you gonna perform and outbeat the people that taking this stuff serious. You don't value the skill set for real. You just want the bread so you could go buy that new Charger, new Challenger, right? So you could go rent that Maserati and go look like you got bread. You don't really value the skill set. You don't value the freedom like that, right? That's what's going to keep you from winning if you don't really value the skill set. If you don't understand what you're really doing and why you're doing it. All right? Like real talk. You gotta understand that you are building a skill set up. You gotta understand that you're building a skill set up. I'm trying to help you understand right now, right? So let me break this down for you. Right now, if you've been watching my lives and been following me, you've been knowing that the background, it just looked different, right? We got the lights on the stairs right here, right? We got a whole different vibe. Past 2 months in Colombia, it was looking different, right? It was looking different. Why is that? We moved. I'm in Colombia right now. I'm in Medellin, South America. Been out here for 2 months. I got 1 more month to go, right? I'm saying that to let you know that the skill set is what got me here. Real talk. It's the skill set that got me here, y'all. It's understanding how powerful the skill set is. It's taking the skill set seriously, right? Being a student of the game. Asking myself, how can I take my shit to the next level? How can I take my shit to the next level? How can I take my shit to the next level? That's what I'm asking myself that every single day. I'm so restless with it, man. I'm restless with it. How can I take it to the next level? How can I get better? How can I get better? How can I get better? How can I take this to the next level? What do I need to do to get better? Like real talk. That's what I'm asking myself 96 times a day. You see what I'm saying? What up, Joe? Bay Area. Gigi in the Bay Area. We got a lot of Cali folks up in here. Gerald said that Tweezer video was on point. Yeah. Yo, that Tweezer video, when I saw the tweezers, I had just got out of MU, right? I think I had just got stopped out of MU, right? And then what happened? I looked at Google, because I only got 3 stocks that I'm trading. I looked at Google, and I was like, oh, shit. This is a layup. I see tweezers. I immediately got in. Some of y'all made 15, 20, 25% on Google puts. All right? But it was because I saw the tweezers. So what do I always say? The more you study, the less you worry. All right? The more you study, the less you worry, y'all. The reason that I was able to see those tweezers and call that play was literally because I studied and I understand what tweezers are and what they mean and how to recognize them. And I saw those tweezers and I got into play and I printed some money. You see what I'm saying? That's how we get down. That's how we get down, Charlie Brown. That's what my mom be saying. My mom always got them little sayings, so she be messing with me with that. What up, trees? All right. So that's the first thing, man. You don't value the skills. If you don't value the skills, if you don't really tap in to submit to learning a skill set, you ain't gonna get where you want to go. I'm telling you, you're not gonna get where you want to go for real. You're not gonna get where you want to go. We got to lock in on the skill set. You got to learn how to consistently show up every day for yourself. It ain't about nobody else. It's about showing up for yourself. One thing that I know I'm going to do is, I'm going to show up. All right. Big Smooth said, what do tweezers look like? Let me show y'all, because I just did a video on this today. So it's right here. All right. Let's look at this real quick. All right. So this is on a 15-minute time frame on Google, right? So check this out. So you see how Google went up right here, right? This is a very strong uptrend right here. Okay. So let's look at this. Boom. So boom, right? This is an uptrend right here, right? Okay. So then that's an uptrend. So then these are tweezers. So you see these two candles right here, right? You see how they opened up at the same exact level, right? The same exact level, like they're literally identical, right? These are tweezers, right? Imagine chopsticks, right? When you get them, they're stuck together. You feel me? And that's the new resistance level for today. But these are what tweezers look like, and then look what happens after it. And look what happened later on in the day. It came up to that exact same level, and then it rejected again. Literally again. So we could have, if I wasn't at home, we was out. But if I was at home and I saw this, I would have got right back in and rode this back down again. So this is two plays, same exact plays back to back. All right. And then it came over here, bounced off, and started its fair value gap, and then it went to the upside. All right. So that's what tweezers are. All right. Ojalá estés aprendiendo español, Isaiah. Aprendiendo. How did I learn Spanish? Yo estudio. Hold on. Yo estudio español en Universidad de Duolingo. That's how I learned Spanish, on Duolingo. And Shali, she be teaching me. Tell me was I right on that one? Oh, she said no. Come on now. How do I feel about trying Spanish? Hopefully you're learning Spanish. Hopefully I'm learning. I knew aprendiendo was learning, right? So, but yeah, hopefully No, I'm learning Spanish for sure. I'm on like a 180-day streak on Duolingo. I've been at it for like 6 months now. And then, we be out here with the locals, and they be teaching me, like our Uber driver be really like talking to us and really helping us learn how to speak Spanish. So yeah. So let's go to the next thing, right? You're too greedy and you're too fearful, right? Too greedy and too fearful. I want you to understand that greed and fear will not survive and thrive with trading. All right. Greed and fear will not work. All right. So you got to be able to balance out your greed and your fear. I made a video on this whole thing about how to balance out your greed and your fear. All right. So you got to learn how to balance those things out. Right. Sometimes I remember I had to I had to check myself, right? I realized I was being too greedy. That's why I even started to like size down. Cause I'm like, when you're too greedy, you try to rush things. You see what I'm saying? And so I was being greedy and I was trying to rush things, right? And so I was like, man, what's the rush? And I realized there is no rush. And so I just started sizing smaller. Not because I had to, simply because I was like, what's the rush? I really asked myself that, what's the rush? You being greedy. And I was like, that's fair. So let me just size lower and let me chill. And let me coast my way up to the M's, right? To the millions. I don't want to be stressed out every trade. I don't want to be stressed out every trade, right? And then fearful, that's basically the same thing, but the opposite side of the spectrum, right? And being fearful and greedy, they both gonna lead you to the same place, and that's the unprofitability. All right. So don't do that. All right. The next thing, man, is like no methodical approach to your trading. I want you to think about any big company, right? Any big company, any big business. They do the same thing every single day. All right. McDonald's, they sell the same burgers every single day. They are shitty burgers. They're not good for you, but they sell the same thing every day. They're prepared the same way. They buy them from the same vendor every single month, right? And so you got to understand. That's why I asked y'all, what's y'all trading strategy? Because you got to trade the same strategy every day, right? If you trade in rejections, then trade it every day. Don't do it once a month. Do it every day, right? When you guys met me on YouTube, a lot of my money was being made off of those rejections. A lot of those money was coming from those rejections. We'll definitely be watching this back. Family calls though. All right, see you in the Discord, Adam. Yeah. So yeah, like you want to take a methodical approach to the game. Take a methodical approach to the game. All right? Please take a methodical approach to the game. Like, figure out your strategy, figure out what works for you, figure out how you like to do things, figure out how you like to trade, what you like to trade, and then go study it. Go study the charts. Go study the stocks. All right? And then from there, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to understand on a very deeper level, and then your performance will be better and your results will be better. All right? But you got to have a methodical approach to it. Don't have one strategy today and then a different strategy tomorrow and then two other strategies the next day. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Right? Mason said, yes, reversals and rejections. I've grown to love. Break and retest is good as well, but a little more tricky, in my opinion. Yeah, hey, I missed out on a breakout today. Right? I missed out on a breakout today. I ain't even going to lie to you. All right? I ain't going to lie to you. Good night, Veronica. We're going to see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, let's get in the Discord. Yeah. Break and retest are not my absolute favorite. Right? But today I missed out on my entry on one because it was a little tricky. I didn't want to miss. I didn't want to miss out on it, but I also didn't want to get faked out. But it did what it did. We should have caught about 30% on that trade, but it's all good. All right. Drill said that's why a 3-stock challenge is gonna be on point because it's gonna help me from having a squirrel brain. Exactly, right. You don't want to be everywhere. You don't want to be everywhere, man. It's all about locking in. I know y'all hear this all the time, and some people probably tired of hearing it, but it's like, yo, focus. I can't say it enough, focus. And I'm telling you, man, let me tell you what's going to happen. When you lock in, man, and you focus, man, you're going to have people tell you selfish. You're going to have people tell you don't care about nothing else but yourself. But it's like, man, it is what it is. That's just the price. Right? That's just the price of your greatness. Because right now, you locked in. Right? Right now, you're not even allowing yourself to like flourish because you ain't putting in the necessary work to learn the things that's going to stick with you forever. Because here's the thing about trading. You only need to learn it once. That's the kicker right there. That's the beautiful part about trading. You only need to learn it once. Once you learn it once, you got it. And then it's about maintenance, right? It's just like losing weight. You only need to lose weight once. And then you could just maintain and then, continue to elevate in different little areas, right? Riding a bike. You only need to learn once. What about driving a car? You only need to learn how to drive once, right? You only need to learn once. One time. You only need to learn how to trade one time. And if you learn how to trade once and you get it, what happens after that? You could change your whole life. You could change your whole life. Right? So how worth it would it be for you to take 90 days, a year, 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, however long your learning style will take you to learn it. But once you learn this one thing, once you learn this one skill, the world really opens up for you. All you need to do is learn this thing one time. I need you to understand how powerful that is. In the beginning, it feels like it's uphill. I promise you, yo, in the beginning, I was like, yo, this is rough. But what did I do? When I committed to it, because that's my thing. Once I commit to something, it's game over. When I committed to it, I was door-to-door sales and solar. And I was like, all right, I'm tired of this shit. I gotta lock in on this so I can figure the way out, right? And I did that, right? But in the beginning, it was rough. But then all I did was I just kept showing up. And I kept getting better. And I kept understanding a little bit more. And then once I started to understand, it was boom, 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 right? I would hit my milestones. And I remember when I took my first play by myself, and then I won. I was like, oh yeah, not won, but I got in profit. I was like, oh, okay, so this is how it feel. Now I'm calling plays for, over 100 people every single day. So that's the elevation. A year and some change ago, I wasn't calling plays for myself. Now I'm calling plays for 100 plus people every single day. That's the power of this, all because I learned how to trade one time. I learned how to trade one time. All it takes is one time, y'all. Omerta said you are right. JT said, anyone who's having trouble with focus and discipline, I highly recommend 75 Hard. It made me establish so many positive habits, increase my discipline and focus like crazy. There we go. There we go. Right? Do whatever you got to do to figure out how to lock in, right? And create your routines and your disciplines and stick to them. All right. What up, Verify? He said, that's real. Yeah, facts. Yeah, 75 Hard is just like a challenge. Basically, it's 75 days straight of like straight doing whatever habits, right? Most people do it for like the gym and working out. So they go 75 days straight of 75 days straight of like the gym. But you could do it for whatever you want to do. You just commit to 75 days of doing something. Why did you choose Baba to trade in your 3? Baba was one of my biggest earners over the past like month and a half. And I like how Baba moves. It moves explosive when it does. And yeah, like I like the price point of the contracts. I like the spreads. There's always liquidity. So I never have problems getting in and out of their contracts either. So that's why I chose Baba. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you just tuning in, be sure, or if you have not, be sure to like this video for me. All right, let's get this video to 100 likes. All right. So yeah. And another one, so I said no methodical approach. And the last one, y'all, and then we're gonna wrap up, but the last thing that's like a psychological battle is the fact that you are always swinging for the fences, okay? You are always swinging for the fences. You are always swinging for the fences. I need you to understand that it's okay to not hit a home run today. In fact, most days you will not hit a home run, right? But if you keep focusing on your base hits every day, $100 a day, $90 a day, $200 a day, $150 a day, you're going to have your days where you're going to make $900 in a day. You're going to have your days where you make $2K in a day. But then your base hit days is going to be $150 a day, $200 a day, right? Et cetera, et cetera. I've had days where I made $4 profit, right? But I was down on the day 150. So I went from negative 150 to $4 in profit. I took that. You know why? Because I've had days where I was up $18 in profit and I was chasing the extra $60 at least, and I end up negative 200 on the day. Right? So the goal is to keep the consistent green days coming in. I don't give a damn if you made 82 cents profit. I don't care. What I care about is your consistency. That's all I care about. Can you consistently discipline yourself to not chase profits? Can you discipline yourself to be disciplined? Can you discipline yourself to have a daily goal of 150 and close out when you at 137? Can you? Can you discipline yourself? Right? This is the mindset that you got to have. Like you have to have. Don't swing for the fences every single day, y'all. I'm telling you. When it's time to swing for the fences, you're going to know. Because it's going to be a breakout. But when the stock is trading inside of a range, it ain't no point. Stop swinging for the fences. Stop swinging for the fences, y'all. Please. Sixella said, I made 300 from a hood and meta swings. Okay. Close that open. Smart woman. They manipulated the meta contracts, though. They crushed the IV. Yeah. I feel that. I like trading meta, honestly. Meta is a good stock to trade. For real, it moves big. I like meta. See profit, grab it. Yep, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about hitting a home run. I know everybody on the internet, they show you these big numbers, but a lot of those people, let me tell you some real shit. A lot of those people, it be fake accounts. It be demo accounts. It be paper trading accounts, right? A lot of this stuff don't even be real. Right? Oh, I made 30,000 today. Yeah, there's some people doing that. But come on now. People that's making that kind of money, they ain't showing it like that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, Jamal said small humble gains keep you in the game. Exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple, right? Because everybody so this is all they talk about in the internet. Everybody on the internet talks about the people making 50K a day or the people losing 50K. But what about the middle? What about the people that's making $500 a day every single day like clockwork? $500 a day is $2,500 a week is $10K a month. Trading stock options, right? So everybody talks about either the rich or the poor. Nobody talks about that in between of people that is doing very well for themselves trading stock options, right? So keep that in mind. All we see is people that blew their account or people that's making 100K in a week. Most people don't show that in between, right? Because most people do not want to, they think that they're not winning if they're not showing 50K. That's why I started putting out my trades of the day, because I was like, I know I'm making, I could average 300-500 a day. I know I can do that, right? So let me go show one of my trades. Let me just go show one of my trades. I knew I could do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about the poor or the rich people. It's about the consistency. I'm trying to get you to understand the consistency. All right? Learning how to trade consistently will change your life as well. Mason said, one of my problems was not thinking there was going to be another opportunity. Yep. So when I had a winner, I would get super greedy and it turned on me. Feel me? And look, let me say, man, shout out to Mason. Shout out to Mason. I didn't watch, Mason, if you're watching this right now, I didn't watch you grow. I don't even know you in real life, but I have watched you grow. And I want to say shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Much respect. Much respect, because I know it's not easy. All right. I know it's not easy losing money. Right. I know it's not easy, losing bread. All right. So, yeah, shout out to you, man. I've been seeing the growth. Yep. That's another one, Gerald. Thinking percentage and not the dollar amount. I talk about that all the time. All the time. It's not about the money, right? So, because look, if I get in a trade and if you in a Discord and you get in a trade, right? Let's say we both make 10%. If I got 15 contracts and you got 2 contracts and we both made 10%, we both got a different amount, right? But we still got the same percentage. And I always say, if you go and take $1,000 to the bank and you be like, hey, let me get a 10% return in 8 minutes, I'm gonna be right back. A bank cannot give you a 10% return in 8 minutes, but the stock market can. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. That is the power of this stuff. That is the power of this stuff, man. Think in terms of percentage. I say this, go back to all my videos. I say this in almost every video. It's not about the dollar amount. It's about the percentage. I am beating the bank's returns every single day. Even if I lose 8% on the trade, my wins are going to overpower my L's. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. Mason said, my win rate is possible. It's for real. Just about cutting those losers early from me at this point and making sure I don't oversize. Hey, it's simple as that. It's simple as that. Feel me? It is simple as that. So shout out to you, Mason. Yeah, Jamal. That's what it's about. It's about the paradigm shift. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say you don't want to swing for the fences, right? And also, you want to just take it not only day by day, but you want to just relax. All right. If you're watching this, like this video. All right. We almost at 50 likes. Let's get 100 likes on this video. But the bank ain't going to give you the returns that stock options will. Just keep that in mind. So when you're up, right? Think about this. When you're up 7-8% on the trade, right? When you're up 7-8% and you don't take it, and then you be down 10%, you like, damn, I should have took that. You was being greedy. You was being greedy. All right? You was being greedy. Been there before. All right? And then you wishing, you like, man, I just hope it's that break, it go back to break even. So a lot of people don't want to take the 8% profit, right? Watch this. A lot of people don't want to take the 8% profit, but they ain't making 8% nowhere else. And not only is it 8%, we talking 8% in 3 minutes. I could be up in the trade 8% in 3 minutes, y'all. I could be up 10% in a trade in 6 minutes. I've been up 10% in 2 minutes before. The bank ain't gonna give you these returns. The bank ain't gonna give you these returns. right? So, and also, let me give you another example. Most people, you know, they're not making a lot of money, right? Let's say the average American is making about $3,500 a month, and that's usually household, but $3,500 a month pre-tax, right? So if we break this down, it's about $100 a day. Let's just say $120 a day, right? That's an 8-hour work day. Okay. So 1 hour is what? Let's just call it $25. Let me be generous and say $25, depending on what state you're in. Okay. Follow me on this real quick. $25 an hour. All right. I get in a trade. I get, let's say, 2 contracts. And in 3 minutes, I'm up $60. And let's say that is 20%. Why wouldn't I take that? Most people are working for $25 an hour, $120 a day, an 8-hour shift, and you just made $60 in 3 minutes. All you need to do is go find one more trade, make another $60, and you done for the day by 8, 9, 10 a.m. See what I'm saying? This is how the game go. This is how the game go, y'all. It's about the way you think, all right? And that's why, if you're watching this and you are not, you need to join the Discord and come trade with us, all right? I'm going to give you the game for free, but I want you to join the Discord because we're building a community. See what I'm saying? It's not about just join the Discord. It's about join the Prosperity Collective, right? Let's trade together. Let's break bread together. Let's make money together. And then we're going to do some other player stuff together in the future. All right? The bank not turning your money like that. It's not. The bank is not. The bank is not. All right? It's all about percentage. Exactly. If you make 10% a day, you're already rich. Exactly. What's my take on swing trading? I think swing trading is far better than day trading, right? 100%. But you gotta really understand the game and you gotta know what you're doing. And I love swing trading. I sincerely love swing trading because you could catch the bigger moves, right? Day trading, scalping, you catch a little mini moves, right? You getting 10% a day in day trades, but swing trading, you getting 50, 60, 70, 120, 200%. All right. Is Baba making a bull flag on a 4-hour? Probably. I'm about to enter into a Baba swing, honestly. Because let me see. Looking at it. Oh no, that's Google, my bad. Oh yeah, it's definitely entering the bull flag. Oh yeah. So I was on a daily time frame. I was getting ready to enter into a swing, but I might enter into it tomorrow for real because this looks like it's definitely ready to go. Yeah, it's right. Yep. Baba is, once it breaks above 123, it's blasting off. It could go to 134 because if we look at the daily time frame, Baba has room to run all the way to 134. So yeah, absolutely. Standing above. Yep. Yeah, I wish I would have got into my swing back in when it was at $29. For real. Swing trading requires patience. Yep, absolutely. Sixella staying above 30% from the last swing low. Yep. I see what you mean, but there is a gap. Yeah, there are down gaps on Alibaba, but this is why. What do we always say? We don't oversize and we have a stop loss. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's truly simple as that. So yeah. But now Baba is definitely bullish. And yeah, Mr. Henry. I mean, I rock with swing trading. I think swing trading is one of the best wonders of the world, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get it far out enough, it ain't no way you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like you can't lose on Baba. Let's look at Baba swings real quick. I want to see something while we on here. Let's look at it real quick. Right? If we go to Baba, let's go to Baba. Right here. Let's say I want to swing them, right? Let's say I want to get like June 13th, a month out. We talking 700 for, at the money right there. If we want to go in a little bit sooner, let's say May 30th, towards the end of the month, 700 at the money. So I really might enter one in tomorrow. But yeah, Baba's looking nice. Baba's looking nice, for sure. All right, can we get some videos on swing strategies? I could work on that. I got a lot of videos I'm making right now about a lot of stuff, but we could work on that. It's also a gap up to 125.50. Yep. Yeah, Baba. See, the thing about Alibaba is it has a lot of gaps. So let me look at the daily real quick on Baba because I want to see something. Yeah, it's consolidated. So yeah, it's had 3 green days straight. So it would be nice for Baba to pull back, but if it doesn't, it's above the 50 EMA as well. So, and then the 9 and the 21 are getting ready to cross. So, but actually, Alibaba looks like it's ready to go to the upside. Okay. The only thing is that I would be concerned about is next week we got the data coming out about the interest rates. That's the only thing. That's the only thing right there. So, I would probably get out before that. Honestly, because you never know. You just never know. So there's big news next Wednesday. Exactly, Quentin. Like, if I got in right now, I would be nervous for the whole next week, right? Because what if they tank it? What if they tank the market before the news? And then I'm down in my trade. And then let's say I get out. And then after the news comes out, the stock goes, it blasts off. I don't know, right? So I truly don't know, right? So it looks very nice. It is on a bull flag though, but you kind of gotta chill because of what's going on with the Fed, and we got this decision coming out next week. It's less than a week. We talking about 4 days from now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. If you're watching this, be sure to like this video for me before we get off. Do me that one favor. I like your Webull setup. You have more than one contract, one click buy. Yep, absolutely. Yep. And you can change that at any time, Black Rose. Gigi said your videos Discord is different from others because you always answer each question and teach. Yeah, Chinese stocks move different, but with the economy, I mean, if we have a sell-off, we're going to have a sell-off. And Baba will have a sell-off too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I appreciate that, Gigi. And the thing about it is, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. As the Discord grows, like whoever's in the Discord right now is getting the best of us. You know what I'm saying? Because one day we're going to have 1,000, 2,000 people in there. You see what I'm saying? And we ain't going to be able to answer everybody's question one by one. So right now is the best time to get into the Discord because you get in all of us right now, right? While we small. But as we continue to grow, it ain't going to be like that. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not, I highly recommend you join the Discord. It's literally $40 a month. It's a Prosperity Collective, man. It's the best trading group on the planet. And I mean that. I mean that from my heart. I mean that from my spirit. I mean that from my soul. You know what I'm saying? Buenas noches. Buenas noches, 6Ella. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. I appreciate y'all time. Like I always say, make sure you get up out of your head and go get into this world. Because your head is a dangerous place to live, all right? Stop living in your head, all right? And always remember, like I always say, the more you study, the less you worry, all right? Gerald said that Discord fire. Absolutely. And it's going to keep getting better. It's going to keep getting better. I promise you that. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all's time. I'll see y'all in the Discord tomorrow. We're going to finish off the week strong. And yeah, let's get it. Happy trading. Peace.